George here with you guys here again, and welcome back to my video series on vector algebra, and we are going to be looking at angles between two vectors today. Okay, so let's see. This is what we have. Since we talked about scalar products, we are basically going to use the scalar product concept to find the angle between two vectors. Now, apart from using the scalar product concept, you can also use the vector product, but in this video we are going to be focused on the scalar product. Now, there's this formula we have between this for the scalar product, and this is the formula we have on the screen here. Now, whenever you have two vectors, their scalar product can also be expressed in this form. These two things are identical, that the scalar product between two vectors is the product of their magnitudes times cos of the angle between them. So theta we have here is the angle between the vectors a and b. Okay, so if you want to make theta equal to the formula, all you need to do is just do this, and then you have this. From this you can say theta is basically going to be the cos inverse, right? Or you can call it the arc cos. So that's the cos inverse of a dot b all divided by the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b. This is what you have as the angle between these two vectors. So that's what we are going to use to find the angle between vectors. So let's see some simple examples. So here we have this example here. We are asked to find the angle between the vectors. The first one is 4i minus, you're seeing it actually. So we want to find the angle between these two vectors. So according to the formula we are meant to use, first we should state the formula so that we'll know what we are meant to do. So the formula states that we need to look for the cos inverse. This is cos inverse of the dot products. So it's going to be a dot b divided by the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b. That's what the formula states. So first we need to find the dot product, and then we have to find their magnitude. In fact, you can do any of them first. Find the magnitudes, then the dot product, or the dot product, then the magnitude. All of them will work fine. So first let's find the dot product. So I have a dot b, so that's for the dot product. So what I have to do is to multiply corresponding. Remember, it's going to be 4 times 1, and 4 times 1 will give us 4. Next we have minus 6 times 1. Minus 6 times 1 will give us minus 6. And finally we have minus 4 times 1. Minus 4 times 1 will give us minus 4. Okay, so everything here will become minus 6 as a result, because 4 minus 4 will go, we have minus 6 as our final result. So next we need to find the magnitude of a and the magnitude of b. Remember how we got the magnitude of a and b, or the magnitude of a vector? You look for the square roots, pick each component you square it. So I'll pick the s component and square that. That's, I'll square 4. I'll pick the y component, which is minus 6. I'll square minus 6. And then I'll pick the z component. This is minus 6. That's my 6, please. Okay, then next I'll pick the z component, which is 1, and I'll square 1. So if I square 1, this is going to give me, in the first case will give me 16. This is 16, right? And the next one we have is that's 36. And finally we have that is a 1. So this is going to give us the square root. This is going to give us that's 52, 53, square root of 53, right? So that's what we have. So next we need to find the magnitude of b. So for the magnitude of b, what we have here is the sine inverse, the square roots of, this is 1. So I have 1 square, which is 1, right? I have another 1 square, which is another 1. So 1 plus 1. Then I have minus 4 square. Minus 4 square will give us 16. So all of this is going to be the square roots. When you add them up, what you have is 18, square root of 18. Okay, so what we need to do next is to substitute all we've got into the formula. So if we substitute it into the formula, this is going to give us now that theta, right? That's what we are trying to get. So now we have theta. That theta is going to be the cos inverse. So cos inverse of, for the numerator we got minus 6 as the dot product. Denominator we have the square root of one of them is 18, I think so, and then we have times the square roots, that's the times, I think the other one is 53. Let's confirm that. So one is 18, one is 53, that is minus 6. So when you look for this, the cos inverse of this expression, I think you're going to get a result as 101.2, and this is going to be in degrees. So here you have the angle between these two vectors to be 101.2 degrees. That's what we have for these vectors. Okay, so that's for this question. Now the next question we have is this. They said find the angle between the vectors. So this is going to be quite simple, so you can just pause the video for a while, try it yourself, then you play to see the answer if you're correct. Okay, so hope you did that. Let's continue. So what we need to do is to find, we are still using the formula, so I just this time around I want to start with the magnitude. So if I have to find the magnitude of A, I have to minus 1. I square minus 1 to give me 1. Square 1, it is still going to give me 1. So this is minus 1. Square is 1. 1 square is 1. So this is the square root of 2. Right? Then the magnitude of B also. For me to find the magnitude of B, I have the square roots. This is 2 square, which is a 4. And this is minus 1 square, which is a 1. And this is going to give us the square roots of 5. Right? Now we need to find A dot B. So for us to find A dot B, the dot product, here we have minus 1. Here we don't have I, so I is 0 in B. There is no I here. So 0 times minus 1 is 0. For J here we have a 1. There is no J here, so that's also a 0. So that will give us 0. For K here, what did I say? Oh, for J here this is 1 and the J here is 2. 1 times 2 will give us 2. So J is 2. This is J, please. Then for K, K here is 0. K here is minus 1. That's what will give us 0. So this is still going to boil down to be 2. So that's for the dot product. So we now have to substitute into the formula by saying the cos inverse. Right? We are looking at the cos inverse of the numerator is 2, denominator is square root of 5 times square root of 2. So this I'm going to leave for you guys. This is very easy. Just go ahead and punch your calculator and see the results you're going to get. So hopefully you're going to get the right results. Make sure you use your bracket very well. And that's it for this video, guys. In the next video we are going to be talking about vector products. Okay, we are done with scalar product, we'll look at vector product. So there are different kinds of questions that could come on scalar product, but with the basic concept you have right now, no matter how the question comes, you should be able to tackle the question. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.